Hi everyone, my name is Keith Brooks and this is Brooks Channel, and for today's video I'm going to be showing you all the newest drawings I've made for August of 2025. Just like always, it'll be 10 different drawings ranging from abstract pictures to random characters and creatures. So without further ado, let's open up the sketchbook and check them out. Alright, first up we have a random character. Like normal, I don't really know what to call it, but it's got some very oddly shaped arms and legs, very disproportioned, with two triangle eyes, one upside down and one right side up, and then two triangles together for the mouth. Now, for the colors in this one, I have yellow-green for what would be its left eye and the bottom of its mouth, some pale rose for its arms and legs, some light blue for its right eye and the upper part of its mouth, and magenta for its body. Yeah, something got stuck on the magenta colored pencil and now I got some black stuff on here. A little accident, but I think it still turned out okay. Yeah, not a bad one to start with. Anyway, let's move on to the second picture. Next, we have another random creature. Kind of looks like an angry version of Pac-Man, or some kind of mad creature's disembodied head. Yeah, mad about something. Yeah, he's got like a whole bunch of teeth all over the inside of his mouth, even in parts they shouldn't be. Might need to see a dentist. Yeah. Anyway, as for colors, I have silver for his teeth, some more pale rose for his eye, then there's some cool gray for the inside of his mouth, and then peach for the head itself. Yeah. This one turned out okay too. Yeah. Definitely would want to avoid this one though, especially if he had his body. Anyway, let's move on to picture number 3. Hang on a sec. Pages are a little stuck here. There we go. Alright, next we have our first abstract picture. Basically a bunch of squares and rectangles meshed together. Yeah, all of varying sizes and width. Now, as for the colors, we have turquoise for the top one up here. Then there's some mahogany for the one underneath it at the middle. Then there is harvest gold, which is for this one right here near the bottom. Then some lime green for the opposite end of it right here. Then got some light brown for the far right side over here. Then there's purple for the bottom middle one right here. Then after that, we have bubblegum for the far left. Then there's some peach for the bottom right here. Then there's black for the upper left right here. And then finally, for the bottom right, we have lemon yellow. Yeah, used a good amount of colors this time. Yeah, just wanted to make them all stand out. Okay. Now then, let's move on to picture number 4. Here we have another strange creature, some kind of odd-looking alien. He's got this little squiggly body right here, then that big head with some big eyes. Yep, staring right into your soul. Yeah. Now as for the colors, we have yellow for the outer part of his eyes right here. Then some yellow-orange for the inner part of the eyes. Then there's orchid for his head. Some green-blue for the pupils. And then some frappe for the body. Yeah. Yeah, he has no arms or legs, so he can't really move around or grab things. I think he would just, maybe move around with telekinesis or something. Yeah, he's got psychic powers. So don't mess with him. Anyway, alright, let's get to the midpoint. Here we have basically a strange looking eye creature inside of some kind of sphere. And these two parts here would hold it together. Now, he's looking up at something. I don't know what. It's open to interpretation. But yeah. It's probably one of the more simple ones for the characters. Now, as for colors, we have navy blue for his pupil right here. Then there's some aqua green for the outer part of the sphere itself. Some pine green for the little pieces here holding them together, keeping them from just randomly floating around in there. Then there's some yellow-green for his outer part. Then finally some turquoise for the inner part of his eye. Yeah. He's just floating in there. Not able to do much, just look around. Yeah. Makes the best he can with it. Alright. Now to start the second half. Here we have another strange abstract picture. Yeah. Again, don't really know what to call it. Came out a little diagonal. Mostly a bunch of squares and triangles together. And these two big shoe-looking things. At least to me, they look like shoes. Yeah. Now then, on to colors. First, we have slate for this little part right here at the top. And this here at the bottom. Then we got some mauve. That's for the upper triangle right here. And then the lower right one right here. And for number 3, we have lemon yellow for the opposite. Upper right here, then lower left here. Then we got some light blue for this little square right here, then the bigger square over here. Then on the opposite end, we have lime green for the one next to light blue right here, and then for the left little square. Let's see. Then we have some gold. That was for this bottom part right here at the top. Well, the bottom of this thing, whatever you call this. Then the actual bottom right here. Then finally, we have a mix of white that's right up here at the top on its own. And then some orange for these two little triangles over here. Yeah, I have no idea what you would call this, but it's definitely one of the more unique ones in here to me. So, yeah. Okay. Now, on to number 7. Here we have another strange picture. Bunch of random shapes together. Yeah, a lot of them came out at weird angles in this one. Not really sure what it would be. But for the colors they used, we have red, orange for the base part right around here. Then some yellow for this part near the top, and this little part near the bottom. Yeah, I guess I was trying different 3D combinations on this one. Then we have some light orange. Let's see. That would have been for this part right here, and this part on the opposite end. Then we got some gold yellow. Oh wait, sorry. Gold yellow is the one up here, then yellow is the one down here. Yeah, that slipped my mind, sorry about that. And then finally we have maroon for this top part here. Yeah. Got no idea what this is supposed to be either, but this is called random drawings for a reason. Anyway, let's move on to number 8. Here we have probably the simplest of the pictures, just an upside down stop sign. Here it is right side up. Yeah. Yeah, the letters came out a little mismatched. But it still gets the point across. Yeah, this one only has like 3 different colors. Got white for the letters themselves, red for the sign, like the base of the sign, and then black for the pole that holds it together. Yeah. It can still stop some traffic if it needs to. But yeah, not much to say about this, so let's get to number 9. Here we have what's basically a snowman. In the middle of summer, no less. He's got to get to somewhere colder. Yeah. Now, as for colors, we got black for the little parts for his eyes, nose, mouth, and the buttons on his abdomen, along with the bottom part of his hat right here. Then we also have some brown. That was for his pants and his arms. Then we got some light brown for his hands, and then the top part of his hat, and then white for the body itself, obviously because it's made of snow. Yeah. I think this one turned out pretty good, by my standards at least. Just a happy little snowman going about his day. Alright. And then finally, we have our last picture. Basically, it's me trying to work on my stars. I tried to make it look like a power star from the Mario Brothers games. But, as usual, I could not get the shape right. Especially this part down here. Yeah, and just like those, this one is yellow for the body, golden yellow in this case, then black for the eyes. Yeah. My stars, I guess they're kind of my handicap when it comes to shape making. But I'll keep working on it. Hopefully I'll get it right one day. Definitely not my worst work. Yeah, this might be the other simplest picture here. And yeah. Yep, and that's it for this sketchbook. Moving on to another one next time. And yeah, that's my latest drawings for August of 2025. I hope you all liked watching them, or looking at them with me. And sorry if my explanations were a bit weird. Something I've been trying to work on. But yeah. Not much else to say, so I'm just gonna end the video here. And as always, please let me know what your thoughts about this were in the comments. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.